salute to my man Woody Wood, man. Salute them, man. He went, made a video speaking on state of the go game. Some of it. You know what I mean? Salute to you, bro. This dude the icon out here in the game. You know what I mean? And what he's saying is true. You know what I mean? I've been, uh, for those who don't know, my name is Mark Farms. I am the creator of The Vault. The Vault is my personal go-go collection that I've collected go-go music on the level that I have been since I was 14. So, in actuality, it was like late 83 going into 84. So I just used 84 because I like even numbers. And been collecting music, go-go music, to this day. You know what I mean? So, my man Woody Woods was saying some real good things, man. You know, I born and raised at 58th Street Northeast, 59 Cent Blanky, and was playing on the oil band since I was 9, right? And playing go-go music since I was 9. So, since I've been collecting music, and now I'm 53, and having conversations with current and ex-musicians, you see that a lot of the musicians don't even have any of that work out here, right? So that's where guys really good on there, and myself, and Go-Go John School, and my man down on 7th Street, PA Pilots, right? It's really the African, there's something called a scribe. In the military, it's something called a scribe. In Boy Scouts, something called a scribe. And they're the archive, they're the library. They keep the records, right? So that's what we are, record keepers. Most of the guys, like I said, a couple of bands I play for, some of the guys don't have any recordings of their shit. You know what I mean? And how did you carry on your legacy? You know what I mean? And if I'm a collector and somebody wanna pay me for a copy, right? And most of the bands that I have don't even exist anymore. You know what I mean? I mean, the big boys still out here, but a lot of the other bands, like Young Groovers, Northwest Youngins, they're not here no more. The original Per Elegance, you know. Wardale, you got a salute to my man Chelly. You got a Wardale 954 down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. But I'm about the Glen Arden Wardale, the Bryce E. Wardale, you know. And salute all the members that came through them doors and all the bands, but especially the bands I just know. You know what I mean? Because I played the ones I named, I played for. You know what I mean? Except for Young Groovers, if I said that. But, you know, this state is inside affairs, man. I mean, we still on a lot of people in the game, is more harm than good. You know what I mean? It's just my opinion and my observation. Like, I'm in Ohio, I'm home a lot, and I'm plugged in. And, you know, I can go home and get go-go. And I got my man, I just call him and get whatever I need. You know what I mean? So, to do the Go-Go John School, I mean, I already got my vault and put his vault on hard drive. So I bought like a third of his vault. You know what I mean? So That's where Vault Knox comes from. I done put a vault on top of my vault. You know what I mean? So I just came on here, man, in the spirit of what my man Woody Woods was saying. We gotta do better as men and women out here as far as how we conduct business. Right? And be like, where's your business? And that's powered by Marquis Farms Clothing, the vault. And that's Marquis Farms Clothing right here. So that powers the vault in addition to my connection. That's what the vault is, my personal go-go collection. And, you know, it's a lot of collectors in the DMV, right? And I mean, scattered over the country, you know, people, their collections on the road. Me, you know, I'm in Ohio, but my collection is here. So, you know, I have, you know, no one person has everything, right? And, you know, the difference between me and a lot of the guys is that I played in the band. So, salute to my man, Joey Marshall. You know, I used to, you know, I'm a percussionist. I used to play the, not used to, I still play the timbales and rototones, cowbell, hand percussion, congos, you know, kabasa, power slap, all handheld percussion. Right? Playing that and in that, you know, I used to have my man Jerry at the PA board with a cassette deck recording the show. So a lot of the shows a lot of the bands that I played for, I got the tape right off the PA, right? So, and that'll be the only deck up to the board for that particular show in a lot of cases. You know what I mean? Usually the guy who has the sound usually have a deck, but in some cases they don't. Or they had a deck and don't have the chord. So it's always a little politics on it, right? But you know, I would have my man, you know, secure the cassette deck. So I had to go do my thing on stage. He back there by the board, show over. You got the deck and the tape. So I'm able to have it. You know what I mean? And I was able to be stable in my life to where I can have everything with me. You know what I mean? And then the relationship I had before I got married, and that went south. But I was able to put my shit in store. You know what I mean? And I have all that shit. So when I moved to Ohio, it was just a ride to the store and just roll up to the top. So, you know, I started the vault up here in Ohio. And it was going strong. And then took a little part-time job. And then got promoted. And then the vault stopped for like almost 3 years, right? Chasing the bag, you know, managing 19 buildings. Then COVID hit. Then was clean, managing 19 and cleaning 9 for the same pay. You know what I mean? So then my mom passed. So salute to my mother, Lily and they son. You know, and that changed a whole lot. And then I started looking at what really mattered. Because you had to go to, so my mom in DC, so I had to go back and forth dealing with that. And then you got to ask permission to go do that. And one of them is, can you go the next day? So that was pretty much it. Like, now I'm going back and continue to work for myself like I've been. So I got back into the vault like right before my birthday this year. And been going strong. And we hit 1,000 subscribers. So salute to the Vault Mob for subscribing, man. Salute to you, right? And, you know, I got over 140 videos up, and you know, I asked, only thing I asked for is just give me a thumbs up. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. It's free, right? Subscribe, it's free, right? And I said I have giveaway for the 1,000 subscribers, right? So, you know, this person has been, when I premiere a video, they're in the live, right? And in a lot of cases, it's just me and them, right? And I still continue to do what I do. I don't even let that discourage me, right? I'm just speaking on some real shit, right? It's just me and her in there. It's her commenting, right? So, Nakia Moody, you're the winner of the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. You know what I mean? Because you have been very instrumental in just a set of vote. So I appreciate you for that. You know, and salute to you. So we'll have something for you. And, you know, we'll send that to you. So again, congratulations to Nakia Moody. 1,000 subscribers. You know what I mean? And we over 1,000 now. But I need my watch time up, and I need more comments. Get in the comments. Tell me who you want to hear next, right? If I don't have it in my collection, I can make a phone call and get it. You know what I mean? Let me know. Or if you have something that you want me to showcase on the vault, send it to me and send me some pictures that I can include it in the production. You know what I mean? Try to drop some once a week. Because sometimes it takes 8 hours to create a 20-minute video. You know what I mean? Like the HD and that joint, that was a movie. The HD reunion, that was a movie. I had, that's like 2.4 thousand right now. So once again, salute to the people who viewed that video, because that was a movie. That took me 2 days to do, you know, to edit and put together. But it was a movie. That was 3 states in 5 days, man. Ann Arbor, Michigan, then back to Ohio, then back home, DMV. But Ohio is my home now, but, you know, DMV raised me. So that's home too. You know what I mean? So just gonna keep this music positive, man. We need to get the lanes out there, right? We need to provide better service in these shows. I still got my ear to the street, and I still come home and just gig with the bands out here. You know what I mean? And I still say same shit, right? We got sound down the road that's in the club, and it's still the same politics that it was when I was home. You know, the opening band, if you have an opening band, right? And the opening band plays, and 4 keyboards on the stage, and all you hear is one, right? And Lord knows, like my struggle, but I'm gonna talk about that on my, I got an upcoming interview where I'm gonna tell you about my life in the game, right? But imagine bringing, let's say 5 roller tones, right? 3, 6 to 8, and a 10-inch roller tone, and a 14 and a 15 timbali, right? And a cowbell, right? And then you got a little little bag full of cowbells and barber slaps and handheld percussion, the bosses, right? And you don't have no mic. Oh, you got all that shit set up, and you got one and no monitor. And you hear the tape, it's like your mic ain't even on. All that is subpar service. Subpar service. And that's been going on for 40 years. Right? And then the headline band comes, and the same sound technicians changing chords, adding mics. It's terrible. It's terrible. No older band wanna take a younger band who's worthy of under their wing and groom them like days of old. Like I've been playing volleys all my life, and I can count on I've been playing for over 30 years. I can count on maybe 2 hands how many times I had a monitor. You know what I mean? So and then you got some of these, not all, because you got some promoters doing this shit on a high level. You know what I mean? So salute to them. But it's a lot of gangsters in the game. And they make the game bad. But they want something for nothing. They don't want to invest in nothing. So you got subpar everything. You know what I mean? I remember before I moved to Ohio, my band, Black Synergy, was getting ready to do business with a promoter. This dude gave me like fake money, like fake dollar store money, and a goddamn stamp pad and a clown stamp, and you stamp the ticket with the clown stamp, and a motherfucker a person supposed to give you $10 cash money for a dollar store fake toy money dollar with a clown stamp on it, and that's supposed to be your ticket to gain admittance inside the venue. It's like all that is cornball to me. You gonna get tickets made, printed. I don't know what that shit is. So I try to stay away from that. But that's a lot of the people in the game. You know what I mean? They talk real good, but then when it comes time to produce, it's nothing. You know? Woody Wood, man, he's been going strong for many years. So he's a great example to follow if you're trying to do something out here. And like he said in this video, ain't none of y'all reaching out to him to manage the band. And let's get on these managers for a second. Ever since I've been in the game, you that word manager, right? And it's usually somebody getting money out of it. But they don't know nothing about managing, right? Yeah, they know people, you know what I mean? They got connections out here. That's cool. But if the band getting paid a decent wage, do you have your own sound? Nope. Do you have any recordings out? Nope. Do you even rehearse? Nope. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? That's just like me, just putting some shit out and don't even edit it. You know what I mean? Just edit it. Don't check it. None of that shit. Just here it is. And that's subpar to me. Like Marquis, right? It don't leave until I'm satisfied. I don't care if I have to make the motherfucker 100 times. I'm not leaving until I picture it in my mind where it comes to me and I open it and receive it, and it has to be right. That's what I pay my money for. So it has to leave like that. And if it ain't right, it's gonna get right. Then it'll leave. That's our little personal standard. You know what I mean? But back to the game. It's like most of these bands don't even have goals. What's the end game? But they don't last long. Then you got the politics. You know, it's bands right now. If they did a reunion, they would be opening with somebody. They've been opening all their life, not getting paid. You know, people know the band, but the members, it's like my own. As an employee, it's a revolving door. You know what I mean? Come in, work, get a couple of checks down. Same thing with a couple of these bands. You just come in, play down. And then these are the same bands with the manager, right? Your manager, but all you can do is get them to play for free, to be an open band, and then that be the narrative out here for 30 years. You want to open a band, you want a band to play for free, call those guys. You know what I mean? So it's the standards y'all create out here, because most of y'all don't know business, you know? Or y'all don't even go get somebody who went to school for business and pay them to be a consultant. Nothing. You don't do anything. A lot of you don't. I'm not saying all, because I don't speak in absolutes. But a lot of you don't. A lot of you don't even have your own equipment. If the sound company didn't provide the sound, meaning right now the sound includes the back line, which is the drums, congos, and like 4 timbales, right? Like guys don't even have their own instruments. You know, not all. Again, a lot of keyboard players don't provide keyboards and bass and lead and shit on. None of that. So they gotta pull up with all that. So salute to y'all. But as far as the percussionists, a lot of them ain't pulling up with nothing. But I will, because I don't want to play on that shit. No disrespect to the sound company's equipment, but a lot of the fellow musicians down the way, you don't take care of their shit. You know, the feet off the dance missing, you know, a tuning screw, tuning lug missing. I'm not trying to film that. For the ones that upkeep their equipment, salute. It's a lot of guys that these guys come, man, who, because they don't have any instruments of their own, they don't know how to take care of anything. Then they destroy the sound man shit. Right? And then they go up on their price, and then you complaining on that, or want to like bring physical harm to them. Right? And rest in peace to sound man Earl, because he got killed, you know, over a preaching. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy. You know? If you don't like the service that the man provided, you didn't have to hire him again. Simple. You know what I mean? You didn't have to kill him. You didn't have to hire him. You know? And where's your sound system? It's easy to kill him, hard to buy your own shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to get on here, man, and talk a little bit about the vault, the subscribers, the watch time, leaving a like, leave a comment, where you from. You know what I mean? Like I said, tell me what you want to see next, man. I appreciate all you guys out there. The Vault Mob, that's what you are. And that's what I do it for. Not only for my love of the game, because there ain't nobody out here that love go-go more than me. That's fact. And there's a lot of people that love it, but there's a lot of people that take advantage of it. You know, a lot of people take advantage of that baby. You know what I mean? But I love that baby, man. That baby helped keep me alive out here for many years. You know, without 10 toes down in it. But is individuals that make that game so sour. You know, that like the streets, all that shit. All that shit is intertwined. Everything you do, right? So it's certain individuals to make it sour. So my whole thing as a youngin, like when I started gigging good, like 14, 15, right? I have a prophecy. See, they teach you that prophecy is outside of you. The prophecy is in you, right? Born with it. As a 14-year-old, I was like, I'm going to archive like my career in this shit. I'm gonna get a cassette deck. And I'm gonna lug that motherfucker with them roller toms, hardware, and everything I just named early in this video, and lug that shit. And some some people will help carry that shit, but most people don't. You know what I mean? So you lugging all that shit. So let's give an example, right? We got let's be going with a standard 5 setup, right? That'll be 3 roller toms, like I said earlier, a 6, 8, a 10, right? A bar, then a stand holding that. So you got 3 roller toms, a bar, and then a stand. The stand and the bar is called hardware. So you got that. So that's the stand and the bar. That'll be in the hardware bag. Then you got the timbales. You got 14 and a 15. Then you got the stand for that. We're gonna put the stand over here. That's in the hardware bag, right? Then we got the cowbell rack bar. So the cowbells go on. It's a bar. So that bar go in the hardware bag. And then that has a stand. And that goes in the hardware bag. Right? So you got all this in the hardware bag. That's one bag. Then you got the 3 roll-ons in a bag. Right? Then you got the 2 timbales in an H. Right? You got all that. Then you got a bag with the cowbell in it, tambourines in it, cabasas in it, right? All that's in another bag. So, and the cassette deck, and the cables, and the cassette tape, and the stick bag. So you got to lug all that shit in the go-go, police it, and bring it out of there. Every show, right? For 30 years, right? That takes dedication. That takes diligence. That takes discipline. Then, like we said earlier in the video, you have to archive it. And then to be able to archive it for 40 years, that means something. You know, and that's a testament to the prophecy. And the prophecy was that I was going to archive my career and that one day I can share with my grandkids. I knew that I was going to have grandkids if I was going to be alive. And I was going to have recordings of my career, right? And all this pre-YouTube. YouTube didn't even exist. The internet didn't even exist. We talking 14, that's 1983. It didn't exist. This is my dog right here called Mala. So, we talking 1983. And it just showed you, you know, at that time, to have a vision, right? That I would come through the game archiving my career and one day share it with my grandkids. Right? And here I am, 53. And not only do I have my archive, I had bought a third of another man's archive, right? And salute to Go-Go John. So salute to you, bro. And this man, business, you feel me? And it's hard to find that. I mean, I reached out, this dude didn't know me. But we like bros now. Straight off of man business. I reached out to this dude. I was like, I'm trying to get some of that. But he had posted a picture on Facebook. I'm selling the hard physical copies of his vault. That's what he was doing, selling a hard copy. He put everything on a hard drive. So I was like, I'm trying to get some of that. And he was like, all I got is XYZ. I was like, what's the numbers? He gave me the numbers. I sent them the numbers. Now, when he sent me the product, grown man, that's what grown men do. Salute. I I was trying to get some logo work done on Instagram and got swindled out of $40, right? So everybody ain't on the up and up. And if any of you guys rap, draw, do graphic design, I do it, but I still want to see what's in your mind, right? Graphic design, like you do intros, you write intros, outros, and holla at me. In the comments, holla at me. My email is one and one, the words, ONEANDONE 3000 at yahoo.com. And I put your shit as an intro to the vault. And salute to everyone that has been taking the time out of their day to watch the vault. I really appreciate it because I do this. I fund this. My wife and I, we fund this. So many, we got our hands in a lot of things out here. Salute to my wife. We got our hands in a lot of things out here now, trying to help uplift the community, and be the example you wish to be out here. Stop trying to use another person's work and you claiming it, right? We got enough of that going on throughout history. So somebody claiming somebody else existence. You know what I mean? So, I just wanted to get on here, man, to talk a little bit. I'm going to do it from time to time. And due to the Vault Mob, my subscribers, man. And now the goal is we at 100,000. We're like 110,000 views. The goal is 200,000. That's the next goal. Right? We at 1,000 subscribers. The goal is 2,000. It's always up, baby steps. So, and the Vault Mob, I put that together because I want that to mean something. People got a little community, if you will. So I ask that you, get engaged more. Now the whole videos, people was commenting. I don't know if those things, people know that we back up and running, if they still subscribe to the channel, so if they even have their notifications on. There's a little bell icon right by subscribe. Hit it. And hit the notifications on all. And anytime I drop something, you'll be notified that it's dropping. Again, I try to drop once a week. So, that's the goal right now. Right? Just getting back in the game since March. And here we are in July. 4 months. So I'm very appreciative and grateful for all of you who have took the time to watch my videos, those who have took the time to subscribe, or even press the like button. But I ask that we need more likes, because we have an algorithm. So we need more likes, we need more engagement. I will engage with you. When I premiere the videos, I am live in the premiere. I'm in the chat. Every video, I'm live in the chat. So even if you want to get in there and shout your hood out, You could do that. You shout out, where you stay. That's your hood. Where you stay at. Where you lay your head. Or where you like me. I'm born and raised in D.C. in PG County, Maryland, but I'm in Ohio now. And somebody left a comment earlier in the middle of last week, and they were like, "You in Ohio, you got a go-go channel, and you're in Ohio, and that speaks volumes." You know what I mean? That you maintaining the go-go channel from Ohio. And salute to you, brother, because that's fact. Because I'm home though. I'm in Ohio. If you knew me, you know how many times I be home. So I'm in tune. I got every time I go home, like I said, I'm in tune. All I gotta do is pull up. I get go. In addition to what I have, I still get it and add to it. That's why I can go back in the day where I be right now in the present. I like that Northwest Youngest I dropped. That's really an exclusive. You know what I mean? I had the pleasure of playing with Northwest Youngest. 94, 95, and 96. And Green Eye Mo, he was in the intro. That was him talking, the lead talking. You know what I mean? So let's show you that it's fact because it's there. It's in the proof. So salute to you, bro. Green Eye Mo, man. Salute to you. And we talked to him maybe 2 days ago. So salute to you and your family. Salute to Buzz. Nita, the manager. Rest in peace, Mima. Salute to Sam and Lil Sam. Everybody, man. Salute. The whole Northwest Young. Salute to you. Just drop that. And how many Northwest Youngest you see out here? You see a little bit out here, but you don't see a lot. And I ain't saying that people don't have them in their inventory, but if you do, play them. Play a snippet that you got. I got Northwest Youngest because I played for them. And in this video, I told you how I get down. So I was doing the same thing with them. So that's what it is, man. So subscribe to the Vault. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we're working on something. It'll be coming out soon. So everybody have a great day. And each one teach one. To be the example you wish to see. Mark Hill Farm. Founder of the Vault, a.k.a. Vault Knox. Peace.